G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet with sand blowing in my face. It's bloody windy here, it's not that warm, but there you go. I'm very excited because the football's coming back soon. We're going to be beating Arsenal 5-0. Stop! I'm kinking you! But it was windy, but I wasn't getting sand all over me. Anyway, I started, so I'm going to finish. I'm looking forward to beating Arsenal 5-0 in a few days' time. I think that's on the cards. But, man, am I disappointed in Tottenham Hotspur. This all passed me by until I saw Johnny Bethnal Green. He talked to me about it, about Tottenham are having a little thing where they can decide. They're having a thing where fans can decide they're going to do a mural. What player should it be? But the condition is you have to have a Tottenham fan token to take part. Tottenham fan token? What's that? It's bleeding crypto. Now, if you're over the age of 12, you probably find crypto a bit confusing. And if you do, that's the best way to be. Steer clear of it. In a nutshell, crypto is kind of a cross between a Ponzi scheme, a pump and dump, except with the added bonus that periodically every fucker's money just disappears and then it carries on. And it's really disgusting. It's like it's along the same ilk of, you know, the Silicon Valley tech bros lying about how good AI is and all that shit. Crypto is an absolute con job. It relies on new entrants into the market to keep pumping the price up, and when there's no more people coming in, like all good Ponzi schemes, it's worth zero. And unlike shares on the share market, which even them, they're stupid because their share price has got no relation to what the company's like, at least in theory you own a slither of the company and you might get dividends. I mean, it's all bollocks, but crypto is even more bollocks than that. So I was really disappointed to see Tottenham launch a crypto coin, because the sorts of people that do this are basically scumbags on the internet. Scumbags that you may have heard of, like Logan Paul, like the girl who spits on blokes' cocks, Hotspur girl. Who else has done it? Oh yeah, Jack Doherty. What a cockhead he is. These are kinds of these fan cryptocurrencies basically are a pump and dump scheme. So you have whoever's launching them has a stash themselves. They sell them for X amount of dollars, and the price goes through the floor. They're just a way of ripping off more money from fans that have made you what you are. And I expect it from wankers on the internet. Hippie coin coming soon. But from our football club, I can understand this mural thing being for members only, something like that. But it even says in the Tottenham tweet, which they replied to point out, you must have a fan token. By the way, fan tokens are a very risky and volatile asset. I don't know, they've got some fucking gall calling these things assets. 18 plus only, which is going to be shit, isn't it? Because like, kids are going to be saying, Mum, Dad, can you buy a token so I can vote for, you know, a player that's been playing for Mickey van der Ven as our best ever Spurs player or something like that. Now, it's interesting to see what Tottenham mean by volatile asset when you look at this graph. This is a absolute bang to rights fucking pump and dump. And it looks like it was created latter half of 2024. And all I'm seeing from Tottenham at the moment is crypto bullshit, and it's just fucking immoral. You know, it grinds my gears that, you know, contrary to the days back in even the early 80s where having a sponsor on your shirt was thought of as dirty money. Now we've got any old scumbag company, we've got gambling, crypto is gambling in essence. This Kraken mob, I had a look at their fucking website when they started sponsoring us, and they're all on about Web 3.0. I mean, fucking con. anything Web 3.0, AI, quantum computing, it's all a fucking con job. And it really grinds my gears that Tottenham are sunk so low as to get involved with this shit just to squeeze even more ill-gotten gains out of their fans, who some of them are busted in the arse. And what you're doing is you're ripping people off with the idea that you buy a token, it may go up, it fucking won't. Remember the graph? Here's the graph again. Look at that. They sold them to general fans for $2 a pop, and they're now worth 29 cents. Now, you might think that's volatile, a volatile asset. I think that's a pump and dump fucking rip-off. But this crypto stuff, it falls in this weird legal grey area where basically, because you can't pump and dump shares and shit like that, currencies, you're not supposed to. But crypto, somehow you can. And so our club, Tottenham Hotspur, has just become scum doing something like this. Absolute scum. The owners should fucking pull their heads in and stop doing this shit. They really should. I know Levy was there when it was happening. It seems to be more crypto aware at Tottenham at the moment though, where you've got fake press conferences by Thomas Frank, you've got skits with Van der Ven and a couple of other players, clearly marketed to fucking children and teenagers, by the way. It's disgusting. Anyway, look, I hope that's the last rant I'm going to have about the club and Tottenham, because football is coming back, and I have been quiet because there's nothing to talk about, and I ain't going to say the same shit. As you know, if you want people whinging about Spurs, there's loads of shit out there. We ain't good enough. We ain't going to beat Arsenal. I was pleased to see that Xavi had a great game for the Netherlands in the international break. So, eyes on you, Xavi. Keep it going. I think we've got a good squad, and I'm confident about playing Arsenal on the weekend. But don't forget, it ain't just the fucking Premier League that's coming back. We've got a whole smorgasbord. The treble is on. We've got Premier League. Who gives a fuck about that? We've got Champions League. Champions League's returning. And then in January, oh, the magic of the FA Cup. So, lots to play for. I hope the boys have had a good rest. I did see we played a friendly behind closed doors, but I didn't see Ali Gold's top secret report and went on that. But I'm just looking forward to seeing the boys back on the pitch, because, I mean, everything else is shit, isn't it? I mean, and I'm saying this as someone who's getting slightly more optimistic about the world, funnily enough. You wouldn't believe it, but I actually am. I thought, you know, everything has turned to shit, especially since the year 2000. We've been on a slide since then. But I'm hopeful that humanity will turn the corner with events that are happening at the moment. Tech crash, rich people getting found out doing the wrong thing. Might have a bit of a clean up. Maybe we'll have a bit of a rethink. Get together as one universal tribe. So I am optimistic about all that. But then fucking Tottenham Hotspur, being crypto con bastards, has put a bit of dent in that. And I don't know, man. Really disgusting, absolutely disgusting behaviour. Cut it out, fucking Spurs. We know you're saying it's 18 plus, but you're marketing this stuff to fucking children as well. It's not on. So I'm just looking forward to some football kicking off, so I can just block out all the shit in the world, even though I've got hope. Watch us go out there. And we're playing at Arsenal, so we're going to have some decent fans there, not the moany old bastards that go to White Hart Lane. 5-0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's what it's going to be, because we're Tottenham Hotspur, by far the greatest team the galaxy's ever seen, even though we're owned by fucking Spivs. But the football team is good, and Thomas Frank is a great gaffer. Till next time, folks, peace and love, man, and come on you Spurs, yeah!